How you doing, guys? Welcome back to Automobilista 2. Today I fancy doing something a little bit different. I had a really long night at work and I fancied coming into the game and giving myself something to mentally really push me on a limit. And we're on the Nürburgring, which is the renowned, fantastic track, and it is something that I've always put myself off on driving on. And in terms of how many times I've played on this track, it's very, very small. So I decided to jump in the Porsche 911 GT1 1998 version, and this car is absolutely phenomenal to drive, especially in the game. The handling, the way it moves, the responsiveness is just absolutely sublime, and then coupled with the Nürburgring just made the whole entire drive an absolute enjoyment. And this is one of the best things I find getting into sim racing, is that you don't have to be super fast, you don't have to be lapping alien times and beating the best times of everything around you, etc. But it's all about getting into the environment, having that sense of speed and being able to drive. And when coupled with the AI that are in this game, which are, as you can see in front, absolutely erratic at some occasions, really intensifies the drive, but in a very positive way. Now, this is a circuit, as I mentioned, is something that I'm not very familiar with, which is crazy. It should be a driver's dream, and it is a driver's dream, but I also think that because it's put me off by being so daunting that I've avoided it. But I can see why this track is so addictive. Once you go around it a few times and you start mastering some of the sharp turns and corners, you realise that it becomes almost an addiction to come around here and to push yourself, to see how fast you can go around corners, to see if you don't have to lift off and keep your foot flat going around certain areas. It was just one of the most enjoyable drives I've had within the game. And for me to come along here and pick this car, it was a completely random scenario, and it paid off massively. And it was an enjoyment that, coming away from an open wheeler, for instance, or even maybe the GT3 cars that I like to use in the game, this was an almost fresh breath of air, because it just felt so comfortable and so right in the time. Now, what you will also see in the video is that I've done a slight bit of editing to make the colours look a little bit more natural. I also brought in a bit of motion trails, which isn't necessarily motion blur, but it's more of a trail that gives you that sense of speed when you're driving. And watching back on the footage, I don't know whether it looks good or not, but if you guys like it and like the way the video's slightly been edited to improve your view and to how you watch it, let me know below, and I will add the similar effects into more races that I try to do within the game. So, as always, guys, what I'm going to do, I'm going to let you enjoy the rest of the race. I will tell you now, again, not the cleanest of driving. There are some offs, there are some bumpy moments, but again, I absolutely loved it, and it was super, super fun. So, thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of the race, and I will catch you in the next one.